Hello, my name is Melanie Wesley, and welcome to the Salon Social Podcast. On today's episode, we are joined by Kaleia Hardeman, the founder and CEO of Pure Magic Aesthetics Beauty and Wellness Spa. Kaleia is a licensed esthetician and beauty expert with nearly 14 years of experience, and she is known for her commitment to exceptional customer service. Since graduating in 2012, Kaleia has quickly expanded her reach to become a leading lash salon owner in Georgia. Her spa offers innovative services and stays ahead in the evolving beauty landscape through continuous learning and global travel. Kaleia fosters a collaborative team environment, emphasizing the importance of licensed and certified staff. Beyond her spa, she trains over 200 aspiring beauty professionals across multiple states and countries. I hope you can find key takeaways from my conversation with Kaleia, and I am forever grateful to you for lending me your ear. Until next time, be good, be true, be you. You were making a point earlier. You said that you think that the industry is laughed at and looked down upon because we don't, as some of us get it, but some of us just don't understand or realize the value that we bring to people's lives, because we really
Exactly.
can change someone's life. Seriously, with the hairstyle, with the way they feel when they leave the spa. They got their faces done, their lashes. Because when you look good, you feel good on the
Yeah.
inside. And so it could really honestly just change someone's life. Someone could be on the brink of depression and they come to see you, and then they just feel like an upliftment, like some cloud just came off of them, and they're just like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. You've just given me a reason to really go on again. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I just feel like I was talking to someone earlier, and he was a client. He was giving me his perspective on the industry, and he was saying it's about a mindset. It's almost like people in this industry have this mindset where, and I'm not quoting him verbatim, but it just think the minimum is enough. The bar is set so low that it's like almost it's been normalized. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's just not okay to think that, because we're not just an esthetician, or we're not just a hairstylist, and we're not just a barber or whatever. We are so much more to clients. Oh, it is you have relationships with clients. They've been coming to you for years. They're inviting you to their wedding
Yeah.
and all of the major occasions in their life. They're like, oh, I need you to be a part of it. Right. And some of them you really become friends with. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have clients who have turned into friends because they've been coming to me for 15 years. They've seen my kids grow up. They've seen me get married, have more babies, and all of the things. So you're really investing into that relationship. If people stop looking at it as more of a transaction, oh, I'm just going to get mine. Again, it's a mindset. I'm just going to get my money. I'm just going to get my bag and I'm out. And then you just provide a lackluster experience for people. You're not prepared. Your space looks a mess. You're not friendly enough. You're just like, whatever, on to the next person. That's not how you build relationships.
Now, this
You know?
is, of course, in the beauty industry, we have ebbs and flows. And sometimes when we have that ebb out there where it's not flowing right, I'm like, what else do I want to do? However, it's the clients that keep me here. And also knowing that this is a part of my ministry. This is me pouring into people. And for those relationships, I'm thankful for the relationships that I have. I was talking to my business partner this morning, and she was like, "You went to the Falcons game, and we had really good seats." And I said, "Oh, child, I know those cost a pretty penny." She said, girl, one of my client friends gave us tickets. Had she been nasty to the lady, rude, and getting it in and out, she wouldn't have got those 4 seats on the floor at the 50-yard line. Those are good relationships. I've had opportunities, just numerous, from clients. I've had give me airline tickets, a ski trip, just different things because of the relationships that we had. And it wasn't a bartering. It was they paid me for their services. And oh, I know that you want to take your kids X, Y, and Z. Hey, we have a house up in Aspen. Right. Of that nature. Oh, hey, I know someone that your son plays basketball. I can get him some Hawks tickets. Or your daughter's into tennis. And, I can get her a week with this particular coach.
Yes.
That was fostered through relationships. Just
Absolutely.
treated them just like a number or had a price tag. Of course, we're in this for money. We all have
Of
bills
course.
to pay, of course.
Yeah.
But hey, just take a step. This is a profession
Yes.
for us. So I treat it as such. I treat it as I'm going in here to do a service for them. I'm going to give them an experience. I don't know what they're going through, but I want you to
Mm-hmm.
leave better than when you
Mm-hmm.
came in.
You came in. Absolutely. Internally and externally.
Yes, that's the greatest
Absolutely.
compliment that people can say. I look forward to coming here. Oh, I can't wait
Yes.
to come in there and see you. Oh, I get my little session with you. And some of my clients, they'll get a little snooty patooty if another client is here when they're here.
Yes.
They're like,
You spoil
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You
they're
get the same thing.
when is she leaving? How much longer does she? She's almost gone. By the time you get undressed, by the time you put your robe on, she is out of here.
Because they look forward to that one-on-one time with you.
Yes, and that's building their relationship. So that's another thing that I would tell to the new and upcoming beauty professionals is to cater to your clients. Yes, we know you need your money. We know don't have clients waiting for 30 minutes. Value their time,
Yeah.
and guess what? It'll pay off in big ways. I'm gonna say this real
Absolutely.
quick and we can move on. My house caught fire in 2018. We had insurance and all of that good stuff. It takes a while for the insurance to kick in, and we lost everything. When I tell
Yeah.
you my clients showed up and showed out, I didn't post it or anything. I think I told a couple of them, or I said, hey, I need to reschedule. My house caught fire. I got to deal with that. Honey, they were coming in with money and bags of
Oh,
clothes, not just any kind of clothes, but the clothing that they probably had heard that I purchased for my kids.
right. Yeah.
One lady gave us tickets to Disney when they was on spring break, but none of that would have happened had I not fostered those relationships. So
Exactly.
that's important. If you take care of your clients, they're going to take care of you.
They are going to take care of you tenfold. They're going to
Yep.
take care of you. And it shouldn't look like you shouldn't think of it like, oh, I got to spend all this extra money to do these extra things. It's an investment. You're investing in your clients, and therefore you're going to see that investment pay you again, like I said, tenfold. So
Yes.
absolutely. My husband always says your network is your net worth. You know
Hello.
what I'm saying? So you have to foster those relationships and
Mhm.
build those networks with those people because you just never know. And it's not like you're doing it with that end goal in mind, but when you are genuine
Yeah.
and you really take the time to like build, and people recognize that, you know what I'm saying? They see that. And so then again, you attract what you put out.
Exactly.
So that's why they were willing to help you out because you have already poured into them. So they're like, it's easy for me to pour into you. I remember similar to you, like when during the pandemic, granted, not similar to you because I hadn't had my house burned down, and I'm so sorry about that. I know that that was probably super traumatic. So I'm glad y'all are, able to rebuild. But during the pandemic, that was such an uncertain time, especially for beauty professionals. Our industry was shut down. We couldn't make any money. And so I had clients just reaching out. Here you go, girl. I would have come to you anyway. So here's that money. I already budgeted for that. Or let me get these products, even though I know I just bought some. I'm going to buy some more because I want to, just keep your money flowing. Because the truth of the matter is when you don't work, you don't get paid unless you have some residual income or something like that. But
right.
So it's important. The fact that they reached out and they thought about me is because, like you said, I had fostered those relationships and I took the time to pour into them. So then, therefore, it came back, especially when you needed it the most.
Exactly.
So for folks who think they can just keep getting away with not doing what they're supposed to do, it's not. It's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up eventually. Yeah. So kudos to you, sis. Kudos
Thank you.
to you. And I know you get amazing reviews based on the conversation we've just had. How do you use that in your marketing efforts?
I love testimonials. I love it because
I know
it can help sway someone who comes in who's on the fence about a treatment. But if I can pull up a video testimonial and say, hey, this is Sheila. She had a similar issue just like you. Listen to her story.
Oh, wow.
And you do video testimonials.
I love that.
Yes. So we'll do a video testimonial and we'll just I may have a file for vaginal rejuvenation or for microneedling, for example. and I'll just let them listen to it. I say, tell us your name, tell us your age, how did you hear about us, and tell us about your experience. And then they do, and I say, well, will you refer this service? And they'll do it. And that's good, because if I have somebody in here and they're doing a get to know you session, and I can tell they're like, on the fence, I got something for you. Or if a person says, "Oh, I'm not looking good today," then I'll have them to write it in a binder that I have. I'll have them to handwrite their experience. So hey, come over here, come over here, read these reviews here, and then also the clients that's, hey, I really need to Google it. How did you feel about your treatment? Is there anything that we could have did to exceed your expectations? They say no. Do you have 5 minutes that you can leave us a Google review? So I'll take those Google reviews and I'll type it out and I'll put it on our socials and on our website. So that when people go to that particular page, they can see that. These are real people. You have to have that social, what is it? You have to be able to tie it into a real person. Especially if they don't know anyone that has ever had that service, or they're new to you. There's so many scammers out here now, and they don't really know you. So if I have some real people that are giving these testimonials, or you can go on there and see their names, then they're more likely to feel comfortable and to get that service. It's just like with Amazon. When you're looking up a product, I want to see how many 4 stars did it get, and I click on there and I want to see the reviews, the good, the bad, the ugly. So that's the same. I need those reviews. I have to have them. I like the Google reviews. I like the written reviews, and I love the video testimonials. Love it. So
I love that idea. That is amazing. I think that is so innovative of you to do those video reviews, because that goes above and beyond. And people, when they see a real person, you know what I'm saying, they can connect better with that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that another thing that I like that you do is you get them to do the reviews while they're still there. Because sometimes you might send someone a link or whatever, and they may or may not do it. Some people get busy. They might start doing it and they might get distracted and then forget. But the fact that is a great business model. The fact that you ask them while they're still there, while the service is still fresh in their mind, it's still memorable, to leave a review for the next client, that is awesome. I love that you do that. And I know that helps your business, your bottom line. Like that has to, right?
It's amazing. Yes, exactly. And we post it all everywhere on socials, you name it. And when they can connect a real person, it's called the proof. That's the social proof that it works. And it's me telling you no, you actually see, she said, I keep scrolling. Oh, another person like that. Oh, I see that. So that's the thing. Testimonials are a huge part of our business. We need those testimonials and we need those reviews. So those are ways that we leverage it here at Pure Magic Aesthetics.
And then you need to tap into your client's feedback. How do you improve if you don't know what you need to improve on?
Yes.
So many times, clients go get a service and they may not be satisfied with that service, but they will never tell the person who provided the service. So if you don't tell me that you didn't like XYZ, how do I know what to do next time for the next person? How do I know how to do better? How do I know how to improve that service so that the next person doesn't have to experience what you did? So I think it's really, in this conversation, I think it's important too that clients understand, constructively give your feedback, so that even when it's good or bad, so that that person then can take that feedback and then apply it to the next person. And also, as the servicer, whoever you are, whether you're a barber, stylist, esthetician, whatever, not to take that too personal, because that's really them helping you out. Because there are people who will be ready to chop your head off if you say something about the service that you provided if you didn't like it. But that's how you get better. How else would you know?
You won't.
If I'm snatching somebody's hair all the time and I'm heavy-handed and no one's ever told me, you heavy-handed, girl, how do I know I'm heavy-handed? I'm not the one sitting in the chair feeling what's going on. I'm doing the service, but I may not even, subconsciously, I may not even realize that I'm doing something, especially after you've done it for repetitively. So it's important that you mentioned that you get those reviews, you get client feedback, because that's how we improve as professionals in this industry.
One thing I want to piggyback, I think sometimes we don't ask our clients the right questions. We may say, how was your treatment? Or how was your service today? And they'll just say good. So I've learned over the years, is there anything that I could have done to exceed your expectations?
I love it.
Is
I
there
love it.
anything that could have been done differently
Yes.
that
Yes.
that could have made this a pleasant or more enjoyable experience for you? And then if they
Yes.
sit there and pause and they think, well, your hands were a little cold today, or it was a little cool in here, maybe the blanket could have been a little warmer. So then I said,
Yeah.
don't just ask them, was everything good? Because they're gonna say,
Right.
we have
That's
to
like
know
when you
this.
ask your kids. When
How
you
was
ask
school
your kids,
today?
right? And what's the answer? Good.
Good. No, you gotta ask detailed
Yeah.
questions. Who did you sit next to at lunch? Who did you
Yeah.
play with at recess? How was Miss Lee today? So you just gotta ask
Yeah.
detailed questions. So yes. And then your second question, you asked about loyalty points. So what we do,
Yes.
we have this thing called spa dollars. And that's our
Mm.
in-house marketing. I told you earlier that it's cheaper for us to maintain the clients that we already have versus just throwing them low they here, not paying them any attention and just trying to get new clients in. So to
Right.
retain them, we have this thing called spa dollars, and they range anywhere from $10 to $50. So if you come in for a body sculpting treatment, I'm going to give you some spa dollars for a skincare treatment and maybe for vaginal rejuvenation. And on the spa dollars, I have an expiration date. And so we'll put it in the computer. Miss Brown got her spa dollars. They expire October 30th. So we'll say, hey, would you like to schedule you a pumpkin peel or a hydrofacial and use your spa dollars before they expire? And then that way, we're incentivizing them to try a new service in the spa that they're not currently doing and to also save on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You know what I mean? Because you are not only are you enticing them to want to spend a little bit more money, but it's a service that they might not even realize that they needed in the first place. But then you're giving them a discount to help them to experience that service. And then that's going to end up paying for that $5, that $10 is nothing compared to they're going to pay for the full service the next time. And then you've already made that money.
Yes, and it's $25 or $50. It'll be about 20%. So instead of us doing discounts, instead of us saying we're discounting the service, we just give them a spa dollar, and it's easy. And I'll say, well, if you don't use it, pass it on to a friend or a family member or a coworker who can benefit from the service. And it works.
Oh my.
Clients that call, they'll say, oh my gosh, I need to use this spa dollar. Can I use it before it expires? I'll say, of course, sure, bring it in. So
Yes,
that's one
absolutely.
of the ways that we, as a part of our in-house marketing, or I would say our loyalty, we do give the spa dollars. And sometimes there may be a client who's come a couple of times and she's getting the same service, and I'll say, thank you so much for being an awesome client. I'm going to give you a couple of spa dollars to use on your next treatments. And they like that.
That is,
You know, everyone
of
wants to
course.
save money. No matter how much money they have, they want to still save a few bucks. And I want you to keep coming
Absolutely.
in. I need you.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how you create retention, because they're going to
Yes.
appreciate that. They're going to be like, it may be a little bit, but it adds up. Like you said, everybody wants to be able to save some money. And it's like you're giving them this incentive to come back.
Yes.
And that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's not just about get my money now and then I'm done, because no, you're going to have to work, again, you said, work just harder to bring in new people. So focus on, don't forget about those loyal clients who've been with you ride or die from day one. Those are your bread and butter people. They're the ones who pay your bills. So you got to take care of those people. Wow, this conversation has been so enlightening, and so I appreciate you so much, and I love your business model, and Pure Magic is amazing. I know y'all, you're so successful. I know you're gonna just grow because you got what it takes to win. You know what it takes to win, and you're doing what it takes to win. So kudos to you.
And thank you for doing this. Thank you for listening to your inner self and for helping to push our industry forward. Really, really, I just admire you and appreciate that, because I talk about it a lot, and I deal with it on a smaller scale with the students that we have, because we do training for continuing education, and that's one of the things, the professionalism. So for you to, like, you know what, I'm going to devote time and my effort to push our industry forward and bring back the professionalism to the beauty industry.
Yes,
so
it's so needed. Thank you
for
that.
But if anything you need, I'm here for you.
I appreciate you, Kaleia. Thank you again for taking the time to have this conversation. I know we will connect on in the future, because I feel like there's more work to be done with you and I. So whatever God has down the road for us, we're gonna get back together, I'm sure, because I feel like we're like here. And so whatever that looks like, maybe it's a road tour, some speaking engagements, and whatever. Like, let's do this. So I'll definitely stay in touch with you.
Yes, and
thank you again. Much success to you and Pure Magic. I gotta come visit you. I can tell already it's gonna be amazing. I can just look at in the back. I ain't seen much in the background, but I can tell it's awesome.
Well, thank you so much, and I can't wait to have you here.
Absolutely. Well, until next time.
All right, later.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Salon Social Podcast. I hope you enjoyed the conversation and that you can join us again next week as we continue to dig into the business of salon business. You can find these episodes and more streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, as well as social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Follow us at Salon Experience Consultant and Salon Social Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe to stay in the know.